Hey everyone, back with Miss Yin again. Today I got a help from Dino. Do you like him? He's cute, right? Today Dino and I are going to teach you about division and multiplication. You've done this in term 3, so I just want to review it a bit before your SA. In multiplication, you learn multiplication table of 3 and multiplication table of 4. We are going to start with multiplication table of 3 first. Have you memorized multiplication table of 3? I hope you do. Okay, now so take a look at this one. If you haven't memorized it, you'd better memorize. But this was is in case you haven't memorized it yet. So the first thing that I did is actually write number 1 until number 10 over there. After I write the number, then I start with 3 because it's multiplication table of 3, so I start with 3. And then 3 I add it with 3. 3 plus 3 is 6, and then I add it again with 3. 9, add it again with 3, 12, 15, 18, and so on until 30. Now, this is multiplication table of 3. Now, this is multiplication table of 4. I did the same thing. I write number 1 until number 10. And then after that, because it is a multiplication table of 4, I start with number 4. So I start with number 4 on the left. And then I add it with 4. 4 plus 4, 8 plus 4, 12 plus 4, 16 plus 4, and so on until I got 40. Okay, so this is multiplication table of 4. Now take a look at this. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 butterfly. And then I round it up. I circle it. 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. Now, can you make the equation of this? Is it 2 groups of 4 or 4 groups of 2? What do you think? Yes, it is 2 groups of 4. Why is it 2 groups of 4? Why not 4 groups of 2? Because we can see over here there are 2 groups. The first group at the top and the second group at the bottom. So there are 2 groups and inside of it is 4. So it is 2 groups of 4. Do you understand? Now how about this one? Is it 2 groups of 4 or is it 4 groups of 2? Yes, it is 4 groups of 2. Why? Because on the picture we can see there are 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. And inside it is 2. So it is 4 groups of 2. Okay? Now the equation for this is 2 times 4 or 4 times 2. Which one is correct? Yes, it's 4 times 2. Why? Because there are 4 groups of 2. So 4 times 2, like this. Okay? How about this one? Is it 2 times 4 or 4 times 2? Both of them have the same result. Both of them are 8. But which one is the correct equation? Yes, it is 2 times 4 because there are 2 groups of 4. Okay, so this one is 4 times 2 or 4 groups of 2. Now, on the equation, the number at the top or at the front here is always the number of the group, while the number of 2 is always the number inside the group. Do you understand? So can I write it at 2 times 4? No, because there are 4 groups, so I cannot write it as 2 times 4, but I should write it as 4 times 2, because 4 is the number of the group and 2 is the number inside it. Do you understand? How about this one then? If one flower is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4 flower is how many? Okay, to make it easier, I'm use model for this kind of question. Okay, this is the model. Remember that one flower is 6, so I make the flower shape into a box. So I write down 1 box is 6. Now since there are 4 flowers, it means I made 4 boxes. Because there are 4 groups of 6. So I made it 4 boxes of 6 or 4 group of 6 or 4 bar of 6. Okay, so when I write it like this, remember 1 flower or 1 box is 6. So each box or each flower, I write it 6. So basically it is like this. 6, 6, and then I change it into boxes like this. Okay, this is the model of multiplication. Next, since there are 4 groups of 6, so I write the equation as 4 times 6 equals to 24. Can I write 6 times 4? No, because the number of groups is 4. So it's 4 times 6 is 24. Now let's go to multiplication fact family. Okay, on the roof of this house, I made 3 numbers, 4, 6, and 24. So what do we have to do? It is a family. So what do you have to do is you make the connection between these 3 numbers. So if I have to make the connection, I'll make it as a multiplication. 4 times 6 is 24. Or 6 times 4 is also 24. Okay, so I make it like this. 4 times 6 is 24. 6 times 4 is 24. Or in division, I start with the top. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Or 24 divided by 6 is 4. Okay, so this is the fact family. Like this. 24 divided by 4 is 6. 24 divided by 6 is 4. Do you understand the fact family? Okay, now let's go to the word problems. My sister bought 4 books. A book costs $10. How much did she pay for the books? Okay, we have to analyze the sentence by sentence. Okay, you cannot just read the question or you just read the number. You cannot just 4 plus 10 and then 14 is the answer. No, you have to understand it. Okay, so let's understand. My sister bought 4 books. Okay, so how many is the total of the books? 4. Who bought it? My sister. Okay, now, second sentence. A book costs $10. Okay, I always keep on repeating in the classroom. A means, how many is it? Is it 2 books, 3 books, 4 books? No, a here means 1. So even though it is a, the meaning is only 1 book. So if 1 book costs $10, how about 4 books then? How much did she pay for the books? Do you understand? To make it easier for you to see, I made the model. Remember how many books are there? 4. And then 1 book costs $10, right? So remember I'll teach you about the group thingy. Which one is the group? Which one is the number inside? Do you know the total? Okay, now let's take a look again. My sister bought 4 books. Okay, 1 book costs $10. Alright, so do you know which one is the group? Is it the books or is it the $10? Do you put the $10 for each of the book? Yes. So 4 books is the group. So we make 4 bar. And 10, since 10 is 1 book, so 10, 10, 10, 10. I put 10 in each box. I put 10 in each book. Do you understand? So after I write down 10, 10, 10 inside of it, I make the equation. Okay, so we have 4 groups of 10. So 4 times 10 is 40. Do you understand? Next, 7 boys bought some marbles. Each boy bought 3 marbles. How many marbles did they buy altogether? Okay, so please pay attention on the question. Even though it's stated altogether, it doesn't mean you have to add it. Remember, we have to understand the sentence first. Okay, let's take a look at the first sentence. 7 boys bought some marbles. Each boy bought 3 marbles. Okay, who bought marbles? Boys. How many boys are there? 7. Okay, now you know that the total of the boys is 7. Now, each boy bought 3 marbles. So the word each means how many? Yes, 1. So one boy bought 3. How many marbles did they buy altogether? Alright then. So do you know the total? No, because you don't know how many marbles, all of them, right? Do you know the group? Which one is the group? Is it 7 boys or 3 marbles? Yes, 7 boys is the group. Since each boy or each group bought 3 marbles. So the model will be like this. 7 boys is the group, so I make 7 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And each boy bought 3, so each box here I made 3. Do you understand? Okay, so how about the equation then? Since there are 7 groups of 3, it means 7 times 3 equals to 21. So the answer is 21. Now let's go to the division word problem. Alexis cuts 12 meters of ribbon into 3 equal pieces. How long is each piece of ribbon? Okay, now let's take a look at the first sentence. Alexis cuts 12 meters of ribbon into 3 equal pieces. So, do you know what is the meaning of 12 meters? Is it the number of the group? Is it the total? Or is it the number inside? Yes, it is the total. So Alexis have the total of 12 meters ribbon. And then what did she do with the ribbon? She cut it into 3 equal pieces. So the model will be like this. Take a look. Alexis cuts 12 meters of ribbon. So this is the total 12 into 3 pieces. So I make 3 pieces or 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3. Since I cut it into 3, how long is each piece of ribbon? So I don't know yet what number is it in each box or in each piece. So I put question mark inside of the box. Okay, so take a look. From the information, we know that the total is 12 meters and the group is 3 pieces. We don't know each of it. So the model will be like this. So how about the equation? Since we know the total, do we multiply it or do we divide it? Yes, since we know the total, we have to divide it. And so the equation is 12 divided by 3 equals to 4. Now let's go to the last question. Tony spent $36 on a few sticker albums. Each album cost $4. How many albums did he buy? Okay, let's take a look on the first sentence. The first sentence stated that he spent $36 on few sticker albums. So he spent this much money. So it means this one is the total. Now, each album costs $4. Do you still remember what is each means? Yes, it means one album is $4. So this number is actually inside of one album or the cost of one album. How many albums did he buy? Okay, but we don't know how many albums are there, right? So if we know the number inside or the number of each and we know the total, but we don't know the groups, so how about the model? Okay, again, we know the total, we don't know the group, but we do know each of it. So in the model, we know that each group is 4. Each album costs $4. So each group is 4. Each group is 4. But we don't know how many groups. So I write 1, 2, 3, 4 dots here, or you can make 3 dots, up to you, and I make question mark. It means we don't know how many groups are there. And don't forget to put the total at the bottom. So it's like this, 36 at the bottom, and each group is 4. Do you understand? Now how about the equation? And so the equation is 36 divided by 4. 36 here divided by 4 equals to 9. Do you understand? Okay, thank you for watching my video. Bye-bye.